What up YouTube, it's CJ Gaming back to y'all with another video. Today's video is a lot different than the normal video I will post. Why? Because today I will be doing a movie review. This movie is near and dear to me, as when I was a child I watched the first one, and it's only right for me to review this one, as I may not get another chance at this, or there may not be a second one as good as this one, or another remake that's as nearly as good as this. So today I will be reviewing the movie Lion King. This movie, so just to start off, I have to say I loved it. I extremely loved it. It gave me the same exact feel as it did when I was a child. I did nothing. It did everything for me that I hoped that it would. There was happy moments, there were sad moments. There was just so much that went on with this movie to where it just took you through a lot of feelings and emotions. Usually when movies are recreated and just updated in some instances, they usually come back and they're not as good. They're really bad, and they do not live up to the standards of the previous movie. But this movie definitely did so. I definitely feel like I could watch either one and I would have I would get the same feeling. The modern one is so good that I give everyone a round of applause. But with that being said, I do have to go through some of the points that I have. Some of the things that I have with the movie. Nothing bad. Nothing. Well, depending on how you take it. So, first thing I have to say, the first points about this movie that I would like to say. The movie was hilarious. It was very funny. Timon and Pumbaa was so funny. The way they came along with bringing Simba along in the early days, it reminded me of when I was a child. They just were so funny. The music was cool. Donald Glover killed it. He really killed it. I'm so proud of where he's came with his music, with the type of with what all he can do, because it's just like some people don't have such a wide array of just like they can't do multiple things. Like, he can go and do his TV show, he can go and be a rapper, and then he can go turn around and be Simba. He can act in a movie and make you just like give you so many emotions. I loved it. I loved him in this movie. Makes you want to see him in so many different types of movies where he brings, so he can show you his acting talent. He's really good. His singing was great too. So I was loving it. I was jamming. He definitely killed Hakuna Matata. He killed it. I was loving it. It did, especially the part where he started going solo and they were like, hey, can you shut him up? Sorry, spoiler alert. Some spoiler alerts. It's not going to be any major things. You've already seen, everyone should have already seen The Lion King. I'm not going to give away anything that's going to be different from the previous movie, or the original movie. So everything is just going to be lighthearted with this one. But as far as something else I loved about it, Key and Peele, they were so funny. It was so funny. They made they pretty much brought something. I could say the hyenas was funny in the other one, but they really didn't have too much of a role. They were super funny though. They made you laugh. Key and Peele brought such a good, just a good part to the movie. I loved them. Alright, that was just, that was funny. One thing that I have, a bone that I have to pick, is not with the movie. It's actually with the kids of today. The original Lion King, when Scar killed Mustafa. Everyone who watched that movie that was a kid at that time will tell you that they cried. And I'm a man now. I can admit it. I was a kid. I cried when the movie came out. Man, I'm sitting in the movie theaters like, what is up with these cold-hearted kids? Yo, nobody's gonna sit here and cry. I'm like sitting here listening like, yo, is somebody gonna cry? Who's gonna be the first? Man, it was dead silent. I'm just sitting there like, okay. These kids are different. The World Star must have turned these kids into some savages. No one is crying. I was sitting there like, yo, this is crazy. I can't believe it. I don't know what's up with these kids today. No one. I'm just watching and I'm just listening. I'm there with my family. I'm just like looking at everyone like, who's gonna give it up? Nobody. No kid made. There was no sniffle. There was no little nothing. I ain't hear nobody. No peep. It just was quiet, and I'm just sitting there like, this is normal to them. They seen worse. They seen worse. The world today, us when we saw it when it first came out, it was just like, what? He died? Oh no. We were just sitting there, you couldn't, even if you didn't loudly cry, you would hear. You had no choice. You had no choice because it just was such a sad thing. And I don't know. These kids these days are just robots. Nobody cried. That's my bone that I have to pick with it. Other than that, the kids were enjoying it. They were jamming out to the music, and I'm just sitting there like, the recreations of some of the music. It was just, I was loving it. Circle of Life always did something to me. In a circle, the circle of life. That joint did something to me. Don't judge me. I was sitting in there jamming now. The music, like I said, you got to get the soundtrack. I downloaded the soundtrack, and haven't really listened to it much. But as far as just when I was in the movie, I was just loving it. I was loving it. I don't really have anything negative to say about this movie. I can't say nothing bad about Beyonce. She definitely played a great role. Like, her voice was kind of strong, but it was just like, she was good. She was really good. She was just about that action. She was like, yo, we got to get Scar out of here. This dude is just like, he's trying to change everything. She did great to me. The music, man, I felt like her and Donald Glover just worked well together. She could have took the lead on more songs, but it just was like they both worked so well together, and I loved it. Sometimes you just gotta give it up and give a round of applause to everyone involved with this movie. They did a great job. I feel like there could have been no other edition made about this movie. No other, just no one remaking this movie that could have did nearly as great a job as these people did. Everyone in this movie should be proud of themselves. I'm proud of it. I cannot wait for it to come out on not DVD. I will definitely get a DVD and just to keep. Just because it's just like, this movie was so good. It just made you feel like I don't know. It made me feel like I was a kid again. I was just sitting there. I was enjoying it. I didn't want to move out my seat. It was intense. The fight scenes was really good. It just didn't give you any type of like, I don't know. You didn't need for anything. They gave you everything. Every emotion you could think about, good or bad, they gave it to you, and you had no choice but to go with it. I'm loving it. I really love it. I don't know. This was the first time of me doing a review like this, but I had to. This movie meant so much to me when I was a kid. At first, I didn't really like it, but the more I got, as you get, I don't know, as you start watching something more and more, you start liking it more and more. So when I first watched it, though, I was like, oh, this is a good movie. But I was so focused on action like Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and stuff like that this type of movie didn't, at that time, it wasn't on that level of those types of movies. But, as everything else do, as I matured, as I was able just to think on this movie, it's definitely one of the top movies that came out in my time. And the kids these days can also have that same feeling that I did, because even though I had other movies that was my thing, that movie Lion King was definitely always up there. I just had to act a certain type of way, because come on now, you're a boy liking Lion King. That's it. Like, I thought of it as like a girl movie, so I couldn't really I had to make sure, I don't know, macho boy stuff. So, with that being said, that is my review of The Lion King. And it's out of 10, I give Lion King a cool 9.5. I'll give it a 10, but I gotta watch it again. Oh, rhyming for y'all. But yo, it's CJ Gaming. Sorry I didn't talk about the gameplay. I went 20. I don't know. I forgot. I went 20 something and so like 16. So it was a good game. It was a decent gameplay. I appreciate y'all for watching. Go see Lion King if you haven't. Please go see Lion King. CJ Gaming. See y'all next time. Peace.